Stop everything you're doing right now. Jesus himself has sent an urgent message about a storm approaching your life. This isn't just another spiritual warning, this is divine intervention before the winds begin to blow. Through heavenly vision, angels reveal challenging times rapidly approaching your path. This storm isn't just a small rain shower, it carries power to shake foundations not properly secured. Yet Jesus sends this warning not to frighten, but to prepare you. Sacred timing makes this message crucial. Your guardian angels have been trying to alert you through subtle signs and feelings. Those moments of unexplained unease. The sudden urges to prepare. The dreams of turbulent waters. These weren't random, they were divine warnings about what approaches. The spiritual realm buzzes with urgent protective energy about your situation. Heaven itself opens to send this message directly to your heart. Jesus stands ready to guide you through what's coming, but preparation must begin immediately. Quick! Press the like button right now to activate your divine storm shield. Heaven says this simple action creates an emergency barrier of spiritual protection. Don't wait, the clouds are already gathering on your horizon. Your guardian angels form a circle of protective light around you right now. They're deeply concerned because they can see the approaching turbulence. But they also carry something powerful, divine blueprints for a shelter that will withstand every wind. Type I receive storm preparation if you're ready to learn what Jesus needs to reveal about this approaching challenge. The moment you type these words, a special seal of divine wisdom surrounds your heart. Heaven waits to show exactly how to prepare while there's still time. This is the most urgent storm warning I've ever channeled. Jesus himself watches over your preparation with special concern. But you must act fast, this divine window of preparation closes as the storm approaches. After that, building shelter becomes much harder. Divine insight reveals early storm signals already appearing in your life. Jesus shows how certain challenges you've recently faced aren't isolated incidents. They're the first raindrops before the downpour. These preliminary signs carry important warnings. Perhaps relationships have grown unusually tense. Maybe financial pressures have increased. You might notice your energy depleting faster than normal. Each signal points to the approaching spiritual tempest. Type I recognize these signs if you've noticed unusual turbulence lately. Heaven needs to confirm you're seeing these divine warnings. Each recognition helps you prepare more effectively for what's coming. Through sacred vision, Jesus reveals the storm's approach path. It begins with smaller challenges that test your foundations. Then comes increasing pressure that reveals weak points in your life structure. Finally, the full force arrives, requiring complete divine shelter. The spiritual realm shows how these warning signs serve a protective purpose. They're not meant to frighten but to awaken. Each signal gives you precious time to strengthen what's weak before stronger winds arrive. Heaven's wisdom helps you interpret every indicator correctly. That unexpected obstacle? That delayed blessing? That sudden conflict? All carry messages about where to focus your preparation efforts first. Sacred understanding reveals crucial timing details now. This isn't a distant future event. Jesus shows this storm approaching within days or weeks. The divine warning comes precisely when preparation time remains, but not a moment to waste. Your guardian angels reveal how this timeline unfolds. The initial winds begin subtly, almost unnoticed except by those spiritually alert. Then come stronger gusts that shake what's unstable. Finally, the full storm arrives, testing everything not securely anchored. I understand the timeline as heaven reveals what's truly at stake. The spiritual realm needs you to grasp both the urgency and importance of immediate preparation. Each hour brings the storm closer to your shores. Divine wisdom shows what happens without proper preparation. Relationships may face severe testing. Faith might encounter serious challenges. Peace could become difficult to maintain. But heaven sends this warning while time remains to secure everything important. Through prophetic insight, Jesus reveals why this particular timing matters. Certain life seasons carry greater vulnerability. This storm approaches during one such period, making preparation even more crucial. Sacred knowledge provides perfect understanding. This isn't about creating fear but ensuring readiness. Jesus times this warning perfectly. Not so early you forget, not so late you cannot prepare. Heaven's throne opens to reveal the specific nature of this approaching storm. Jesus shows exactly which life areas face strongest testing, allowing targeted preparation for maximum protection. Divine insight exposes the storm's primary focus. For some, it tests financial foundations. For others, it challenges relationship structures. Many will face spiritual pressure testing faith depths. Heaven reveals your specific storm pattern now. Show me what approaches as Jesus unveils your personal storm signature. The spiritual realm provides exact details about your unique challenges. This divine blueprint allows precise preparation. Through sacred vision, storm patterns emerge clearly. Notice which areas already show early pressure. These become primary storm centers requiring strongest reinforcement. Divine wisdom guides your preparation priorities perfectly. Living truth flows with perfect understanding. This storm carries divine purpose beyond just challenge. Jesus reveals how this specific trial contains hidden blessings. Strength development, faith deepening, priority clarification. Nothing comes without heavenly purpose. Sacred wisdom provides crucial perspective. While human vision sees only threatening clouds, divine sight reveals how this specific storm creates necessary growth. Jesus helps you understand both what's coming and why it matters. Divine wisdom now reveals exact preparation steps needed before the storm arrives. Jesus provides specific instructions for strengthening every vulnerable area in your life, ensuring nothing remains exposed to the coming winds. Sacred guidance begins with spiritual foundations. Increase prayer time immediately, focusing on areas the storm will test most strongly. Heaven reveals that 30 minutes of focused morning prayer creates stronger spiritual resilience than hours of distracted connection. Divine wisdom flows most powerfully through consistent, intentional communion. Type guide my preparation as heaven reveals precise spiritual steps. The spiritual realm shows exactly how to reinforce your faith foundation before winds increase. Angels gather around you now, ready to guide each preparation action with perfect precision. Through prophetic understanding, Jesus reveals the importance of mental preparation. Your thought patterns determine storm resistance more than external circumstances. Begin filling your mind with truth that withstands pressure. Memorize specific promises that anchor your thinking when chaos surrounds you. Heaven recommends starting with promises of divine presence in trouble, guidance through uncertainty, and provision in scarcity. Living preparation extends to emotional strength building. Jesus shows how unaddressed emotional vulnerabilities become entry points for fear during storms. Begin examining emotional reactions that reveal weak points, anxiety responses, anger triggers, despair patterns. Divine wisdom guides you to surrender each vulnerability for heavenly reinforcement. The spiritual realm reveals how preparation must include relationship foundations. Identify connections that strengthen your spirit and those that deplete your resources. Heaven guides you to have crucial conversations now, before storm pressure makes communication more difficult. Jesus shows how transparency with trusted supporters creates stronger safety nets. Perfect preparation includes practical steps that many overlook. Heaven guides specific actions in physical realms, organizing resources that might become limited, managing schedules to create margin for unexpected challenges, securing important documents and information. Divine wisdom leaves no area unprotected, addressing both spiritual and practical needs. Sacred understanding reveals preparation priorities. Not everything can receive equal attention in limited time. Jesus shows exactly which areas need immediate strengthening based on your specific storm pattern. Divine wisdom helps you allocate preparation energy most effectively. The spiritual realm emphasizes consistent small steps over sporadic large efforts. Begin implementing daily spiritual disciplines that build cumulative strength, scripture reading focused on divine promises, worship moments that center your spirit, gratitude practices that combat fear. Heaven reveals how these consistent habits create stronger storm resistance than occasional intense efforts. Living wisdom reminds you that preparation is not panic. Jesus demonstrates the crucial difference between fear-based fretting and faith-based readiness. Divine guidance shows how to prepare with confident peace rather than anxious dread. The spiritual realm reveals how your preparation attitude significantly impacts your storm experience. Sacred blueprints descend from heaven's throne now. Jesus reveals exact specifications for building your divine storm shelter, a spiritual safe space where peace remains regardless of external chaos. This shelter exists beyond physical realms, creating sanctuary your spirit can enter even when circumstances rage around you. Divine architecture begins with foundation stones of unshakable truth. Place God's eternal promises as your shelter's base, ensuring every word stands firmly anchored in faith. Heaven guides you to identify at least 7 core promises specifically addressing your storm challenges. Jesus shows how each promise creates foundation strength that no wind can move. Type "Build my shelter" as Jesus guides this crucial construction process. The spiritual realm provides exact instructions for creating protection that withstands every pressure. Angels bring heavenly building materials, divine wisdom, spiritual discernment, supernatural peace, that cannot be manufactured through human effort alone. Through celestial wisdom, shelter walls emerge using the material of unwavering trust. Jesus demonstrates how faith becomes tangible protection when exercised regularly. Begin strengthening these walls through daily declaration of confidence in divine goodness even when circumstances suggest otherwise. Heaven reveals how consistent choice to trust creates barriers against doubt and fear. Living protection grows through the sealing covering of spiritual authority. Jesus shows how to establish heavenly covering through submission to divine guidance. The spiritual realm reveals that surrender to God's wisdom creates stronger protection than self-reliance ever could. Begin practicing immediate obedience to divine promptings, creating habits of responsiveness to heavenly direction. Divine insight reveals the importance of internal shelter atmosphere. Fill your spiritual space with worship that displaces anxiety, gratitude that prevents despair, and peace that excludes panic. Heaven guides specific practices that maintain this atmosphere even when external chaos intensifies. Jesus shows how intentional spiritual environment management creates sustainable shelter during prolonged storms. Perfect shelter requires the reinforcement of divine community. Angels reveal how isolation weakens storm resistance while connection strengthens it. Begin identifying those whose faith strengthens yours, whose wisdom complements your blind spots, whose presence brings peace rather than additional turbulence. The spiritual realm shows how to create connection patterns that provide mutual support during difficult seasons. Sacred understanding guides shelter maintenance practices. Jesus reveals how daily renewal prevents deterioration before storms arrive. Heaven demonstrates specific spiritual disciplines that strengthen rather than deplete your resources: contemplative prayer, scripture meditation, worship immersion, Sabbath restoration. Divine wisdom helps establish sustainable rhythms that build rather than exhaust your spiritual reserves. The spiritual realm emphasizes doorway protection for your shelter. Control what enters your heart and mind, especially during preparation season. Jesus shows how certain influences, excessive negative information, chaotic voices, fear-promoting sources, create vulnerability by weakening your spiritual immune system. Begin establishing healthy boundaries around information intake and relationship influence. Living light fills your completed shelter with divine presence. Jesus reminds you that the ultimate protection comes not from the structure itself but from who dwells within it. Heaven reveals practices that increase awareness of divine presence, sacred pauses throughout the day, intentional invitation of God's Spirit, creating silent spaces for spiritual listening. The spiritual realm shows how conscious connection with divine presence transforms any space into sanctuary. Heaven reveals sacred navigation techniques now. Jesus provides divine strategies for moving through the storm once it arrives, ensuring you not only survive but emerge strengthened. Divine wisdom guides your storm response. When winds blow hardest, turn your face toward heaven rather than focusing on waves. Spiritual sight provides stability when physical circumstances become chaotic. Type "Show me how to navigate" as Jesus reveals movement strategies. The spiritual realm demonstrates how to maintain forward progress even against fierce opposition. Through sacred understanding, peace becomes possible. Learn to find the storm's eye, that quiet center where divine presence creates stillness despite surrounding chaos. Jesus shows exactly how to remain there. Living navigation requires constant adjustment. Heaven guides your responses as storm conditions change. Divine wisdom helps you recognize when to stand firm and when to adapt. Perfect guidance ensures complete passage. Jesus walks with you through every moment, providing exactly what each situation requires. No storm phase comes without divine companionship. Heavenly wisdom reveals crucial resource preparation now. Jesus shows exactly what provisions you'll need to sustain yourself through the coming storm period. Divine insight guides spiritual stockpiling. Fill your heart with scripture, worship, and prayer. These become essential nourishment when external sources grow limited. Heaven shows which specific truths you'll need most. Type "Prepare my provisions" as Jesus reveals resource requirements. The spiritual realm shows exactly what to gather before shortage seasons begin. Through prophetic understanding, relationship provisions become clear. Strengthen connections with those who offer genuine support. Divine wisdom helps you identify who provides true shelter in storms. Living preparation includes practical resources. Heaven guides physical readiness without creating fear. Jesus reveals perfect balance between wise preparation and faithful trust. Perfect provision ensures complete sustenance. God's supply never fails, even in strongest storms. Divine wisdom teaches you to recognize providence in unexpected forms. Sacred insight reveals relationship preparation now. Jesus shows how connections either anchor or endanger your vessel during life's storms. Divine wisdom guides relationship assessment. Evaluate each connection through heaven's eyes, seeing which strengthen and which weaken your storm resistance. Some relationships require reinforcement before pressure increases. Type "Strengthen my connections" as Jesus reveals relationship wisdom. The spiritual realm shows exactly how to secure important bonds before testing begins. Through celestial guidance, communication patterns improve. Heaven shows how to maintain clear connections even when storms create interference. Divine wisdom prevents misunderstandings that compound difficulties. Living bonds grow stronger through intentional care. Jesus reveals how to prioritize essential relationships when resources become limited. Some connections require immediate reinforcement. Perfect understanding creates relationship security. Heaven guides exactly what each important person in your life needs most. Divine wisdom ensures no essential connection breaks under pressure. Heavenly power flows to strengthen your faith now. Jesus reveals exact exercises that build spiritual muscle before the storm tests your strength. Divine training begins with promise identification. Find specific scriptures addressing your particular storm challenges. Heaven guides you to perfect words that become unshakable anchors. Type increase my faith as Jesus reveals strengthening methods. The spiritual realm shows precisely how to build unshakable confidence before testing arrives. Through sacred practices, belief grows stronger. Regular declaration of divine promises transforms intellectual knowledge into heart conviction. Jesus guides specific declarations for your unique situation. Living faith requires continuous action. Heaven shows how small daily steps build cumulative strength. Divine wisdom creates faith muscles capable of withstanding any pressure. Perfect trust develops through intentional practice. Jesus reveals exactly how to exercise your faith daily, ensuring maximum strength when storms finally test your spiritual fitness. Sacred revelation pulls back heaven's curtain now. Jesus shows beautiful scenes of your life after the storm passes, renewed, strengthened, purified by what you've endured. Divine sight reveals transformation results. Areas currently struggling become sources of greatest strength. Challenges presently painful produce precious wisdom. Heaven shows the purpose behind every difficulty. Type show me victory as Jesus reveals your future triumph. The spiritual realm displays exactly how current struggles create future blessings. Through prophetic vision, purpose becomes clear. This storm doesn't come to destroy but to develop. Divine wisdom reveals how each challenge serves heaven's perfect plan for your growth. Living hope sustains through darkest moments. Jesus shows specific brightness awaiting beyond current clouds. No storm lasts forever, but its benefits remain eternally. Perfect understanding transforms perspective completely. Heaven helps you see present difficulties through divine eyes. What seems like punishment reveals itself as preparation for greater purpose. Divine urgency intensifies as final preparation time approaches. Jesus reveals crucial last steps before the storm reaches full strength. Sacred wisdom guides these critical actions. Secure anything still vulnerable, strengthen any remaining weakness. Heaven shows exactly where to focus final preparation efforts. Type complete my preparation as Jesus reveals concluding steps. The spiritual realm ensures no essential area remains unprotected. Through celestial insight, priorities become crystal clear. Not everything can receive equal attention in limited time. Divine wisdom helps you identify what matters most. Living readiness reaches completion through focused effort. Jesus guides your final preparation hours with perfect efficiency. No moment wastes when heaven directs your steps. Perfect preparation ensures optimal outcome. Though storms cannot be prevented, their impact changes dramatically through divine readiness. Heaven transforms potential disaster into developmenting opportunity. Prophetic urgency reaches peak intensity now. Jesus delivers final crucial warnings about approaching challenges that require immediate attention. Sacred understanding reveals imminent timeline. The storm's outer bands already approach your life shores. Divine wisdom emphasizes that preparation time closes quickly. Type I heed final warning as Jesus delivers ultimate cautions. The spiritual realm ensures you understand exactly what requires immediate securing. Through divine sight, heaven reveals critical focus points. Certain life areas face first and strongest testing. Jesus guides your attention to these priority concerns. Living wisdom creates final opportunity for preparation. Heaven's mercy provides this warning while response time remains. Divine love ensures you don't face storms unprepared. Perfect guidance leaves nothing essential overlooked. Jesus ensures complete preparation through these final instructions. No important area remains vulnerable when divine wisdom guides your readiness. Ultimate divine protection activates now. Stand as Jesus himself releases extraordinary covering over your life. Heavenly light seals every area you've prepared under his guidance. Sacred energy creates impenetrable defense. Not to prevent the storm, but to ensure you weather it victoriously. Divine power works through your faithful preparation. Type activate complete protection for this ultimate moment. The spiritual realm releases power beyond normal blessing. Jesus personally oversees your storm passage. Divine authority guarantees perfect protection. What began as warning becomes powerful covering. Sacred purpose ensures complete care through every storm phase. Living safety transforms dark times into growth opportunity. Nothing you face exceeds what brings ultimate benefit. Heaven's protection ensures perfect outcome through every challenge. Receive heaven's ultimate blessing of storm passage protection. Divine wisdom guides every step, angelic forces attend your journey, Jesus himself walks beside you through each challenging moment. Sacred purpose transforms every difficulty into development. Go forward with complete confidence, knowing heaven's highest attention watches over you constantly. Your storm journey becomes your greatest testimony. Though winds blow and waves rise, divine presence remains closer than the storm itself. Victory stands guaranteed not because challenges disappear, but because